Bengals creative quarterback. He comes in.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Griggs. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Griggs. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On 3rd down, Griggs. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we all overstate how explosive teams are. This team is trying to score every snap, especially the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Looking to throw. Griggs got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on third down. Griggs. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Take it in at the 22. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Barton is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seed.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Griggs. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect. And they'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back.
There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a response for them to score already down 21.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
A big connection on that one. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Okay, break.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bengals are able to add on to their first-half lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there in just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed,
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this jet sweep is so popular now in football, but Charles, here's the downside, a turnover.
Yeah, because you want so badly to get the ball in the hands of your receivers, let him try and create something. I think that when he took the handoff, he was thinking something big. Instead, he didn't feel the pressure, and the ball came free.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
72 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Now left side on the swing pass. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Operating from the gun, Griggs. Caught here by Griffin.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Griggs
goes right back to him. It's Griffin again.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone run after the catch.
To throw on second down. Griggs.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Tyler Boyd, 62 yards.
And the Raiders are able to at least get one score back.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a play fake here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. That is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On first down, Griggs. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, Griggs. A quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And that'll his hit just as he let that go. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered.
Place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball is going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sport.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And makes it across the 23-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go up top again. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Griggs. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Airing one out for Boyd. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Back to throw. Griggs. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here are special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, remember Seattle, Denver, Super Bowl 48, Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
There he goes, right side. 20.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Griggs. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Griggs. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45.
The kick by Lutz is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Now a give to Jenkins running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Rondale Moore
taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Raiders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Lutz good on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 48 yards. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll throw here, hauled in, finding room at midfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Griggs. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. Back to throw. Griggs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengals set to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big Cincinnati. 74 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They're going to look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Griggs looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Ready, go.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Again, he finds more. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. To throw on 2nd down. Griggs looking left side. He's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Griggs, throw left side complete. That's Moore. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. On 3rd down, Griggs had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
One to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's what really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
McPherson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice tiny little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
A nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show